All right, y'all, we are back for another player preview series with Sideline Cancer, and we're joined by Eric Thompson, going on a 4-year member of the Sideline Cancer TBT team. Before we get into all that, Eric, my man, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing good. I can't complain whatsoever.
That's good, man. What time is it actually there?
Right now it's 2:23 in the morning.
Oh man, well, good for you. If I was up at 2 a.m., I would be absolutely just dead the next day. So I appreciate you hopping on. You're a busy man. You're currently in the finals. We talked a little bit about this pregame or pre-show, but how is that going for you right now?
So far, the finals has been a battle. Right now, we're down 2-1 in the series. It's been a great series, individual and also as for us as a team. But we had to close out the series in game Thursday and try to make it right.
Oh,
Try to
yeah,
tie
man.
series up to 2-2.
How's the season been going so far for you up until the finals?
Individual has been great. I've been leading the league in the rebounding categories and also just basically doing the best and making the winning plays for the team. So that's basically my job is to guard the rim and rebound the ball.
And how does the European game differ for a big man like you? Obviously, I know the European game is a bit different from the American game, but how does it
Yeah.
impact specifically you as a big man?
Basically, I'm playing a role. So the same thing in the States, you have to be more of a scorer and reliability and also play your role to the T. But here overseas, I have a much bigger role as in basically protecting the rim and being a lot more on the defensive vocal side and also just rebounding the ball. That's the main goal of everything overseas because that's my main job.
I love it. And so let's jump back into some of the earlier days of you. You started out at Lake Michigan College, went to Saddleback College, and then ultimately ended up
Yes.
at University of Pacific. How did you end up at Lake Michigan?
JUCO. I came straight out of high school. Because as a JUCO, I came straight out of high school because I had not many offers coming to high school. So I decided to take the JUCO route. And Lake Michigan was the first team, the only team that showed like complete interest. So that seemed like the right choice to make. So I went there for Lake Michigan for a year, and averaged, I believe, 9-9, if I'm not mistaken. So it's been a while. So,
Yeah, it's
but
9.7
post is
points,
done with that.
9.6 rebounds. Yeah,
Yes.
9.7 points, 9.6 rebounds, 1.9 blocks, and a 1.2 steals per game. Interesting.
Yes, sir. Because defense wins game. That's always been the motto.
I love that. So, coming out of high school, what was going on with the offers? I've talked to some guys before, and it might have been an injury they suffered. It might have just been playing in a conference that maybe people didn't recognize as much. What was going on with the lack of offers coming out of college or coming out of high school?
Our conference was not as strong. I'll say the only respected the team that was in our league was Detroit Country Day. I was there with Ray McCallum and Amir Williams. Those guys, Ray went to Detroit Mercy, and Amir went to Ohio State at the time. So like those teams, like those the only respected team that was in our league. So every other team was kind of like a downfall, if you like to say. But minus that, basically had no offers, and Lake Michigan was the first and only offer I had.
Okay. And so, how did you make the decision to transfer then from Lake Michigan to Saddleback College?
A good friend of mine, Yama, he used to play at Saddleback College down in OC, Orange County, and he said after my first year at Lake Michigan, which was a solid year for me, he said I have a great school for you. It's still another JUCO, but if you do 1 year there, it'll be able to skyrocket me to a Division I or a top Division II team. So I believe in that's how I landed at University of Pacific.
Okay. And do you feel like that? Obviously, I mean, clearly it helped out quite a bit
Yeah.
because you ended up at University of Pacific. So I feel like you made the right choice there.
Oh yes, of course. It got me to where I am now.
I love that. And what was it like being a Midwest kid going to California?
Oh man, the experience. It was honestly a big culture shock for me. Coming from like the snow, the way the people act, and the way it's just completely different world. I have to say, going into nothing but sunny shines everywhere, no rain, no snow. It was like basically living on the beach, and that's
Yeah,
how it was the California lifestyle. And it
that's
was
awesome. And so obviously, did you want to stick in the California lifestyle? Is that why you chose University Pacific, or is that one of the good reasons for going there?
yes, and also the education side of it, because it's a private school, and also they're big on education. Because I had offers from like Washington State, UNLV, And what stuck out to me was University of State. It was a private school, and also there was in the WCC. I had a chance to play against Gonzaga, BYU, and St. Mary's. So even though Washington State, it would have been a great fit, like a great school to go to. But at the time, I think they was having a coaching change, and I didn't want to come in and do all the mishaps of going to adapting to new coaches and system and everything. So I said, no, University of Pacific would be the best choice for me.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think when you have a new coach, it could be a lot of unknowns, and who knows what's going
Yes,
to happen from a playing time perspective. You had 2 years of eligibility left, so a lot of variables you probably don't want to deal with. And obviously, you made the right choice by going to University of Pacific.
yes.
So,
Appreciate you.
what would be your favorite memory of playing at the University of Pacific?
My favorite memory of playing at University of Pacific. When we upset BYU. I think the scorecard of that game was a landslide. They basically picked us to lose by I believe like 25 or 26 points because we was at BYU. So going into that arena, feeling that energy, and also it was hostile, but it was a great environment, and we as a team stayed collective as a collective group, and we finished in getting the job done.
That's awesome, man. And so I'm looking at your stats and whatnot. It looks like you might have been injured your senior year a little bit. Is that correct? I'm not seeing your stats show up on Sports Reference for that many games your senior year.
Oh, my senior year was under investigation, and I was
Oh,
under the so basically coming in, some of them with too much credits at one time in the summer, so we got put on investigation. Me and 3 other players. We basically I sat out for half the season until we had to get cleared by the NCAA.
holy crap! So usually I try to do a lot of homework before I get into these interviews. So I'm not you're hearing that for the first time. So I apologize. I did not read anything about that. Do you mind
No,
sharing a little bit about what that experience is like? 'Cause I'm sure that was incredibly frustrating for you to have
it
to
was,
deal with.
man, it was mad. I didn't know going into the season, and I know when the investigation starting to happen, they told me we'll miss half the season, and also we won't be participating in the NCAA tournament. So that was kind of a headache, but it was honestly a tough situation. I did not know how to handle it at the time because I was eager to play. I was ready to play. But when that time came, it was my time called. I was ready to go, and also to show what I can do for the scouts, and also to be able to go overseas or to the at the best of the NBA. So, but I chose the overseas route, and also it's been successful for me.
Yeah. Well, dude, I mean, you handle that with clearly a lot of positivity and just, I'm going to go with it. But I got to ask you, so too many credits, is that, you said you had too many credits. Is that what they were really investigating you
Yeah,
for?
too many
I,
credits. Me and 3 other players.
How does that it's like, how does that work? I don't understand how you can have too many credits. That just doesn't make any sense to me. What does that even mean?
Only over the summer, I believe you only allowed to take 16 credits.
Okay.
I took 23, so I had an extra 2 classes.
Because you
And
want to just learn more, right? I mean, like, you wanted to get your school done quicker, I'm
when I
assuming.
would be able to graduate on time, I had to do too much summer school right after my senior year, so I knocked it all off for one summer.
Wow. So bizarre to me. So, what do you think about all the new NCAA legislation recently with the ability to be able to transfer wherever you want to go without having
Now,
a penalty, NIL, all that stuff? What are your thoughts on all that? And the very clearly the significant extreme other side of the flexibility with that.
man, I wish I was there like that. The rules when I was playing, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm glad they made them change. So the newcomers and all the new guys is going into the NCAA, and I hope everything works out and everything it goes according to plan. Because I wish that was at my time when I was in college.
Absolutely. So where if you had to pick one brand you would have partnered with, what would the brand be back in college?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
If you had to pick one brand that you would partner with back in college, what would have been?
Oh man, if I had to pick one brand, of course Nike.
Nike,
I'm gonna go with
yes.
Nike. I love Nike. The jumpsuits and everything. The shoes are very comfortable. I only play in LeBron James, so it's like the very comfortable shoes to me. So Nike would be all the way.
I can appreciate the heck out of that. I have a 3-month-old at home, and any chance I get, I dress him in Nike jumpsuits just because I think that is awesome. My dog's name is Nike, so I can get on board with that, man. So man, you played several years overseas, Switzerland, Germany, Japan, Romania, Israel, Korea. Did I miss any locations there?
Nope, that's all
Okay.
school. Yeah. And also
What
China and stuff like that.
Okay, in China. So out of all those areas, what has been your favorite location, maybe from a non-basketball perspective?
Non-spot a basketball player. I had to go with Japan. The
Was that
culture out there is amazing. Japan.
what's what I guess was the difference in the culture between, Detroit or like Michigan and Japan, California and Japan? Was it initially a culture shock for you or no?
Yes, of course. The language barrier is one. That's one. And also the it's very clean and they're very respectful. And it's just a different world. They're way advanced of us in technology because they have like for example. I like to ride my bike when I was in Japan. I rode to the arena, I rode to practice and things like that. For parking for the bikes, you go to an automatic system. You basically park your bike into a system. The system give you the numbers, spit it out, and the machine will take your bike and put it on the ground and park it for you. So
That's
that was
sweet.
that was the big thing about that. But also the food is great, and everything is very natural compared to Detroit and also the states with all the processed foods and things.
It is interesting. I see, stuff on TikTok about the things that overseas does not allow that America has. And it's like basic stuff that you eat like every day, like half our cereals aren't allowed like over like this stuff like that. You're like, wow, this is
Yes.
probably not ideal for the American body. Um so if you had to pick, if there was someone's going to Japan, you had to say, here's the one thing you must eat or do or see, what would it be?
Hiroshima, see the bomb site. It's a historic site, and also it's a lot of history into it, and also it also shows like what they did, and also for the culture, and it was amazing to see, but also as well, it was obviously a tragic, but
Yeah.
it was a great learning experience for me because I'm big on history and things like that, and it was a great sight to see.
Did you I'm gonna switch gears then. Did you get a chance to see some of the history stuff in Germany as well when you were overseas in Germany?
No, I did not.
Oh man, okay. I was gonna say we went to Dachau, Dachau,
Daska?
I can't, Dachau, yeah, Dachau. Like, and we went to the concentration camp, and man, that was um we didn't talk for like 4 hours after it. It was just this surreal thing to see. So if you ever get back to Germany, definitely
Yes.
recommend checking out Dachau. So that was
Okay.
absolutely wild. What is the
Yes.
difference between some of the leagues? So you've described a little bit about playing center there, but what are the differences between even the European leagues you played in?
European leagues compared to the states, or just all
Just
around
compared to each
European?
other, yeah.
Okay, like for example, Israel, very fast paced, physical, and a lot of games. It's basically it's a player league. So if you go score, you go score. But a lot of guys, they're like top scorers, like playing against Maccabi Tel Aviv, Jerusalem. Those are tough guys to play against. Japan, much shorter league, but those guys are fast and they are lockdown shooters. They're like you cannot leave them open whatsoever. So no, it's very consistent. Every league I've been to has, especially overseas, it has been fast. But also you had to. It also has like the keys and powerpoints of each team, but you have to just basically take knowledge of it and also just adapt to a lot of things.
Definitely interesting. And if I remember correctly, most overseas leagues they have a requirement of players within their country that they have to play, right? There's like they have to
Yes,
play 8 or 9 guys, and they can only bring 2 or 3 guys from other countries, correct?
yes.
Okay.
Like for instance, like for example, South Korea only two imports to a team.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, no, I wanted to provide some context to the shorter comment on the Japanese side with the league there. So um awesome, man. So you played in the TBT. This will be your 4th year. Sideline Cancer has seen significant growth in that time, right? You've made it to the finals. You were a number 1 seed, and you've been a part of every single one of those seasons. What has it been like playing for Sideline Cancer and seeing that growth as a team?
Oh man, it has been nothing but honor. That's the first and foremost. The cause to bring awareness to the cancer, and us as a collective group of guys, and also the organization is very respected, and also everyone is a great individual. So everyone comes together is nothing but positivities, and also do what's best for of course the organization, but also as well do what you do best.
Yeah.
Like for instance, like for example, we have Marcus King, complete score.
Yeah.
Every time with the court, I'm not even looking for the ball. My job is for me. Where's Marcus? Okay, get him a screen, get him open, give him a good look. Same thing with Mo Creek and also Rennie Abel. Like my job is okay. I'm defending, I rebound. I don't give a crap about scoring. Just get you guys looking for the shot, and I'm ready to find you guys running your spot.
I absolutely love that. And now Sideline Cancer has added Mike Daum as well, such another guy who's probably gonna get some shots. Does Sideline Cancer have enough shots to go around to feed every mouth, man? That's a lot of guys that are gonna be wanting to shoot the basketball.
Oh yes. like I'm looking forward to playing with Mike too. I know at the 4-3 spot, it'll definitely be good. Like I was gonna set him some solid screens, he would be shocked, like, whoa, I'm really this guy really open like this? All right, take the shot. Go ahead and do it. All for it.
So Mike got to be ready for those big screens. Eric, I love the fact that you're like, I'm just gonna play this role and I'm gonna absolutely crush it and let the guys do what they do best. I think
Yes.
that's amazing. What has been your favorite experience so far in TBT or with Sideline Cancer?
Of course, making the finals. It was that journey to the finals during the COVID and everything. Because I know like a lot of teams got kicked out due to COVID, but the teams was made it. It was a dogfight, man. It was great. Like playing against overseas elite, like going against ISO Joe. Man, that was like those games I will forever remember because it was a battle to the end, and also playing against the Marquette team, like it came down to the last shot. So no, it's been nothing but complete joy. So now this year we have another chance to win it, and we come for all of it.
Yeah. So when I was talking to Marcus Keene, what I realized that Sideline Cancer is conveniently, or not conveniently, unfortunately, I guess you could say, lost to the winner of the TBT the last 3 years. If you look at it, they've lost to the winner of the TBT or the person who's made the championship game every single year. So this is the year for Sideline Cancer to go all the way. Why did you join Sideline Cancer? Walk me through kind of that process initially 4 years ago.
Honestly, I was going to do nothing for the summer because the summer prior, I went to China to play. In the summer, my agent said, "Hey, I have a TBT team. TBT has been on the rise. It would be a great exposure back at home. You can play in front of family and friends, and also be on ESPN so everybody can watch you play. You haven't seen you play in years." I said, "Okay, all right." I said, "Let's do it. What team will I be on?" He said, "Sideline Cancer." I said, "Oh, never heard of them, but hey, I'm all for it." And because I know my teammate Mo Creek, I was teammates with him also in Germany, and
Oh,
he
okay.
also introduced me to, hey, come to Sideline, and it would be a great organization, and also it plays for a better cause, and why don't you want to play for me summer? So I said, all right, like okay, I'll play with you for the summer, so we can actually do something different. So I actually experienced that when we played in the Wichita arena, and our first
Yep.
game was against Kansas, and I said, okay, now I see how this can actually go. And a lot of us, that was our first year playing in, except Mo and also Remy, because they played in a previous before that. It was my first time. Devontae Upson, Marcus, that was our first time, and obviously we after that first year we started mesh together, and also year after year you start climbing the ladder and going up and up.
Yeah, I was actually at that Wichita regional because Matt, who was telling you before, he was running the Iowa United team, and so I was there to support Iowa United and watch. My buddy was a huge Kansas fan, so we're like, "Who is the Sideline Cancer team? What's going on here?" And then you beat Kansas, and you're just like, "Wow, That really sucks. And I was obviously having a great time because I like watching Kansas lose all the time. But that atmosphere was amazing, man. What a fun first experience into TBT. Wichita was absolutely bumping. So a ton of fun there. One of the things I've noticed about Sideline Cancer is it is really cool. It seems like a very much a family atmosphere. And you guys have all now been playing together for 3-4 years, kind of with the same
Yes,
people in the same system. Does that make it an easier decision each year to come back to the TBT?
of course. Of
I
course,
love that.
it's easy decision.
Yeah. So I think this is an obvious question or an obvious answer, but what's the goal this year for you and for Sideline Cancer?
Of course, win the championship. Let's close that gap. Let's finally get over that hump.
Yeah, get the championship in Romania, come back, get a championship in TBT. That'd be a pretty nice little year for you.
Oh my goodness, yes, it'll be great because we're going against the number one team here. So it'll honestly be a dream come true. So definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, how could people catch your games on TV? I know I've seen one of the people I went to school with, Drake, Josh Young. I don't know if you're familiar with Josh, but he's talked about
Playing in Germany, correct?
yeah, played in Germany, yeah,
Yeah.
for a lot of years, yeah. Um, how could you even go about watching your games overseas? So if I'm back in America, how could I watch your game overseas?
Depending on the league, what their streaming sites are. Like for instance, like the Euro League, like they have different streaming sites. But for my league is in Romania is for YouTube. It's streamed live through YouTube.
Oh, okay. Off the Thursday, you'd be playing at like what, 8 p.m.?
Thursday we'll be playing at 7:30.
All right. I mean, that's like
So
10
that will
a.m. my
be
time. So
yeah, like 12:30. Are you on Eastern Standard Time?
I'm on Mountain Time, so I'm in Denver.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that'll be but
Maybe
so
even later,
11:30,
earlier.
10:30? Yeah,
Yeah, it'll be
early,
a morning
way
time.
early.
I'll check YouTube, see if I can watch your game, Eric. So we're gonna wrap up. We have five kind of superlative, not superlative, just really easy questions for you. What is your favorite superhero?
Spiderman, all the way.
Spider. All right. Have you seen the newest Spider-Man?
Yes, I have.
Do you like Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, or Toby McGuire? Who is your favorite Spider-Man?
Kobe.
Really?
The first one. The first one was the best one to me.
All right.
I think it's hard, I think that's hard to beat it.
Oh my gosh. All right. Where do you rank Tom and Andrew then? Is Tom above or below?
Tom above.
Okay. All right. At least Andrew's last. What is your favorite pump up song? What are you listening to before a game?
Oh man, I'm a instrumental guy. Jazz all the way through. Sweet melatonin. That's all I
I love
need.
that. I love that. All right. And what is your favorite thing to do outside of basketball?
It might come to a shock to a lot of people, but I like to lift weights. So that's what I do. Like lift weights, listen to that music, getting my mind right. And also I'm a workaholic, man. I like to do a lot of things on my off time, like lift weights. I'm a reader, and also I play video games.
All right. What book are you reading right now?
Right now, a child called it.
Oh, have you read that before?
No, I have not.
Oh man, it
And
is.
it's a heart touching story.
It's
Very
a
heart
deep
touching.
book, man. It is very, very. It's tough. It makes you think about a lot of things way differently.
Yes,
Okay.
perspective of life is a lot of people go through that you don't know, but there's a
Yeah,
lot of people are blessed in certain ways that you can be too.
100%. What video game is your favorite?
My video game, I gotta go Call of Duty.
Okay. So you're on Modern Warfare playing Warzone a lot?
Yes, or Apex Legend.
Okay.
So also like Road Company. Yeah, I'm a good I'm a sniper. I'm a good one at it
You
too.
just okay. So do you like Rebirth or not?
Reapers? No, I can't
If you're
say
a
that.
sniper, I feel like that's probably not your jam.
Yeah, not the Reapers, not the Reapers. I go with the Car 9.
All
So
right,
that's
all
all I
right.
use.
And then what is your favorite food item?
Favorite food? Man, I gotta go with pizza.
Pizza, okay. And this actually works out very well. The last question I ask everyone, it's a very important question, is do you like pineapple on your pizza?
No,
Yeah, I agree, man. Pineapple's
no.
terrible, but you would be surprised at how many people are very okay with it. Disgusting.
I'm sorry, pineapples do not go on pizza.
I
at all.
completely agree. Yeah, you're not harming anyone in my household about that. Eric, my man, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day, well, out of your morning, late night to hop on after a game. I know it was a tough loss, but to come on here and talk, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Any last words you want to say to the folks of Sideline Cancer, or anyone who's a fan of the Sideline Cancer team?
Guys, thank you for your support every single year. This year, looking to be very successful. And can't wait to come out and fight for you guys in that purple.
I love that,
And
man. Make sure to go.
always.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off there. I was like, make sure to go follow Eric on his Instagram, E_Thompson32. Eric, are you on Twitter at all?
Yes, E_Thompson12.
Oh, perfect.
On Twitter,
so E_Thompson32 on Instagram, E_Thompson12 on Twitter. Believe always, man. I appreciate you hopping on. Have a fantastic night. Get some sleep, and I'll try to watch your YouTube game on Thursday, man.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you.
All right, see you, buddy.
Ciao.